hello, brum brum, beep beep. Motherfucker. I thought you were going to pipe in, but apparently not.
I didn't know I was meant to.
We're back. We're back again. Your three favourite idiots. It's Darren. I'm here. I'm joined here by
Matt.
I'm Ben.
God, this is torturous, isn't it? Fucking hell. This is our first day outside. I'm joined.
What the viewers can't see is the ball and chain around my ankles. Being forced to do this.
What they don't see as well as the whip that I've got from Matt. Well, also knows he likes it.
A gun to my head.
Yeah, gun to my temple. Yeah.
I'm joined here physically with Matt, who's next to me, and Ben, who's over the internet.
Darren, you sound like Matt's got a gun to your head. I'm joined here by Matt.
I'm joined here by, oh my god, don't hurt me, Matt.
Yes, keep talking.
joined here by these two. We're going to go through Forza Horizon 5 because it's been announced and we know where it is. It's in Mexico.
Fuck.
Yeah, the reason for fuck. What a sentence that is. I've never thought I'd say that in my life.
The reason for fuck.
The reason for Matt exclaiming fuck is because, Matt, where did you think Forza Horizon 5 was going to be? Just tell the world.
Japan.
And where is it going to be?
Mexico.
And were you right?
No.
Great. So we're going to see the Forza Horizon 5 wish list. We know basically nothing about the new Forza Horizon other than the fact that it is in Mexico.
And you can drive.
Sorry?
And you can drive.
And you can drive, yeah. Oh, shit, thank God you're here.
Can you imagine the new Forza Horizon is announced and it's all on foot?
I wouldn't play it, but I'd certainly be interested.
Oh, Forza Horizon 5. Why am I playing the Cooking Mama?
The Enduro edition, where it's just you running around like a mad bastard.
Oh no, I'm driving in the Mexican desert with my Nike Airs on. I haven't got the right shoes on.
I would certainly give that a red hot look. A glance. But, yeah, we know it's in Mexico, and that is basically it. There's very little information that we've both got in front of us that we'll kind of go through, and then we can give what we want as a wish list, maybe give a lot of things that we don't want, comparing it to the others. I think that's a fair shout.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've found a couple of bits, but yeah, a bit of a wish list and a bit of what I can pull out of Forza themselves. But yeah, let's crack.
Let's crack it on. So if you found some information, if you want to go through it first.
Well, as I say, this is going through their official, thing of, we're doing Forza Horizon 5, blah, 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 blah. Well, the first thing is basically there seems to be quite more of a story focus. So there's meet new characters and, and determine outcomes of their Horizon story mission. So that could open the possibility of it isn't like sort of a fixed, it's fixed.
It's not linear.
Yeah.
Because the Forza Horizon 4 story didn't really exist to start off with.
No, they were just more like themed challenges. So, like you had the video game one, the Top Gear one, and a couple more others.
I could really take them or leave them. They didn't really interest me too much. Totally honest. Yeah, I remember because we did the video previously of the best and worst Forza Horizons, and I think I can't remember which one it was. It might have been the first one that had you building up and being the kind of the star of the show, and then the fourth one was just kind of here's your playground. It's a live service game. Here's your playground. Fucking go ahead and do it. Does it need a story? Would you say?
It's never really had to live and die on one too much, but I would say if there's sort of a context to it, like Forza Horizon, Horizon 1 and Horizon 2, there was you're sort of the newbie and you're sort of working away from the to the top, which I kind of liked. When 3 and 4 in particular, you were at the top, so there was nothing really to work towards other than here's some races, here's some challenges, just do them in your own time.
Because a lot of them, I remember 3 and 4 being like, you are boss, you make the fun, you make the rules or something. I don't want to make the rules, I don't want to make all the events. I don't know if that's just a me thing that thought that, but I was like, I don't want to I don't want to have to do it all. Not me, I'm lazy, but it's just, it was. I don't know. I guess it would need a bit of a story, but I don't know how much. What about you, Ben? Did you play much? Because you kind of. We've swapped the roles around here in this recording, because me and Matt have played all of them. You played 3 and 4, is that right?
I play 3 and 4. I can't actually, to be honest, like 3's really forgettable. I can't really remember the story in that. But I knew I hated 4 in terms of like doing it for like a popularity contest, which, let's be honest, most driving games are. It's like, oh, you need to gain your reputation up by driving like an absolute madman. So I beggars belief what this next one's going to be like. Whether they're going to have like this festival stuff in Mexico again, or whether they're going to go down a different path, remains to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, surely they can't be doing the same thing again. Surely, of you make the rules and you make all the events, because that's tedious, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if we kind of take a sideways step to the side, I actually can take a sideways step. Jesus Christ!
We're gonna take a sideways step away from the gun at my temple.
Yeah, so with it being in Mexico, I personally feel when you guessed that it was going to be in Japan, it made a lot more sense to me being in Japan than Mexico. And honestly, it still makes a lot more sense it being in Japan than Mexico, to me, personally. Mm-hmm. Without knowing anything about the game, with just seeing the trailer, without ever being in Mexico, all the terms and conditions apply. You know, I'm pretty sure I've just absolved myself of any backlash. I'm pretty sure that's how things
lawsuit.
Work.
There's not going to be like a lawyer, team of lawyers coming after you with briefcases and
a cease and desist.
Well, they have said that this map's going to be 1.5 times bigger than Forza Horizon 4's map.
You say that, and that is perfect, the fact that you've said that, because here is my counterbalance. If there's fuck all in it, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see what sort of content they're going to have in it.
Yeah.
Like like I said, with the festivals and maybe like the timed events or something like that. I think it's all just going to be about the player experience and and the player experience and the driving experience has obviously been at that core. So how they're going to be able to fill that to be entertaining, especially for single player wise, I don't know. Whether it's going to be more multiplayer focused is again something that's going to be.
Yeah, and going back to the map itself, I mean, I think I remember seeing like a tweet that's going to have sort of like localized weather. So like part of it's going to be like, you know, like it's going to be like sandy thing, and then you got like volcanic mountains, so it's going to be a bit more that.
Location wise,
yeah, it's sort of lots of like, yeah, it's not like so like in 4 when you had like the seasons, which they're all right. I liked the idea of it because it felt like every week you could go into a new game effectively.
Yeah, that was true. And then you turn it on and be like, oh shit, it's winter again. I'll come back next week.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, it's like winter. It's like, oh yeah, can't do fuck all here then.
Oh great,
I'm
winter.
sure that's going to make a return again.
I
I'm
can't.
sure that'll come back.
I've never been to Mexico. Do they? They don't have snow in
No.
Mexico.
Well, if you look at the pictures and that, mate, if you look at the pictures of them in the Alps, they've got snow. They've got snow tracks on there.
But
yeah, Ski Sunday's playing in the background.
Yeah.
But it's like looking at this article I've got in front of me by Anime. Hey guys, thanks for dropping that. So, the team used a HDR camera rig to capture 24-hour shoots of Mexican skies to recreate photorealistic skies to make a dynamic and lifelike lighting. Might be the most boring sentence I've ever read, but I guess that's to do with the skybox itself. I mean, yeah, the weather. Unless there's like big storms, that would be pretty cool.
Who are we having dibs on? Like the first DLC being, extreme weather off the islands of so and so.
That's a shout.
Oh, DLC. Oh, that's
a shout and a half, man.
Oh, that's gonna be us.
Let's put.
And then the fourth DLC being something to do with Hot Wheels or Lego.
I'm
think guessing the next one's going to be fucking Meccano.
I think Scalextrics, mate. There we go.
Scalextrics.
Yes.
I think. I definitely think that the second one being wacky because it's definitely
theme.
It's definitely a theme. I think that's a shout, but I think the first one that you said of being like an extreme some kind of island. I think I'm gonna put money on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, the thing is with 5 is I feel like it has to do something a bit different to 4. It's going to be live service again. It has to be, surely. I don't agree with live service and I don't like it, but I refuse to see any other way around it.
Yeah, there's going to be a live service element into it. I don't know if it's going to be as severe as it was in 4. Eventually, once the dust settled, but
was that a weather joke?
What?
Was that a weather joke?
Well, that wasn't intended, but yeah, sure. Yeah, go with it.
Look at you, casually kicking out the weather jokes. You little ray of sunshine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they need... If it's... I really wish we were recording face cams because Matt's just lost it. If it's going to continue from having things from 4, it does have to have a bit more urgency with it. Like, with it being a live service game of 4, I lost interest pretty quickly. Like, you'd go on, do 2 races, get bored. They didn't update the default races at all. As we've said previously, the blueprint races, they were great, but they weren't implemented in the main main races.
Oh yeah, I should probably be thinking about how the matchmaking for multiplayer is going to change, or how it needs to be more refined.
It does. There has to be some kind of, I don't know, some kind of different approach to online matchmaking. Just because it has to just be a bit... Do you know what? I don't know what the problem is with online, but it's just missing something. Maybe it is the track selection.
I think it sort of needs like sort of like a lobbies that you can like, because you have your normal Forza Horizon lobbies which does all the tracks that you get from the game, but you need sort of a subsection where you can sort of pick and choose. Like, you could have like some of the best from the fixed playlist, but then you can chuck in a couple of...
Well, like I said on our previous video, why can't they use the blueprint video? Why can't they just invent new tracks? I mean, seriously, it was literally just make a point-to-point, and just how hard is that to map? Like, I don't know why it wasn't implemented it, because you'd play online for like an hour and you'd be like, they just start recycling the same tracks again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, if we are going from, if we've now moved across to what they should do or what they shouldn't do, judging on what 4 did, the Battle Royale mode, what was it called?
The Eliminator.
The Eliminator. Keep it or bin it?
Oh. The thing is, that was actually...
I'll give you a third option. Keep, bin, or work on.
I'll say work on it.
Yeah, work
on.
And
I think they're actually keeping... It's going to be in 5. Because I do remember it, because when I was talking about it in the Xbox conference, it was brought up.
Do you know what they're doing? Oh, I assume there's no details yet.
There's no detail. They're saying it is coming back there, but there's nothing more to it than that, really. I think they're working on it, more so.
I mean, I don't know how they would work on it. I mean, okay, all right. Let's assume I've got the keys to the playground.
Yeah.
What I would do is expand the because it was it 100?
Yes, yeah.
If it ever, I don't think I ever saw it get anywhere near 100.
Yeah, it must have been like sort of
60 or
something.
60, 70 I ever saw.
Yeah.
Let's say expand that over, because you would do head-to-head races, and then the loser would go out. No, I was going to say like you could have a few people in, but I have no idea how that would work. Why don't you literally have a knockout tournament then of races of like 5 people in, top 2 go through, bang.
That's what Eliminator should be. That's what Eliminator. That's what the Eliminator should be. It's like having those races that usually have on the standard playlist, but then like say like the last 2 people, the 2 people in second to last and last place get eliminated, and then it goes through to another game mode, and you watch on, and depending on where you come, you get more experience and better prizes.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I played a bit of the first Eliminator, but I don't know. Well, no, I say I didn't love it. I did play it quite a lot,
Yeah.
but it was definitely missing a bit of reason to keep coming back.
I think they needed more cars in the roster because you kept on getting the same cars. I think, didn't you?
Yeah. And it was like you could easily. I mean, I just remember when I was like cowering in a corner just to make sure everyone left me alone.
Yeah.
But there's also apparently, because there's going to be, I assume, all the different like dirt. There's going to be the drag series back. There's going to be the sort of the road race back. Apparently, there's also going to be something called a mini game called Pinata Pop, where a plane drops a payload of pinatas. Players have to track down the location and work together to pop as many as they can.
Isn't there like sort of that
Horizon event?
Horizon Live or something?
That's it. Forza Live.
Forza Live, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
It just screams that to me that you'd pick up maybe twice at most,
Yeah.
and then leave.
Yeah, this is fun. As I say, apparently they're making the Blueprint Builder a little bit more in depth with new tools to play around with, which is pretty cool.
Is that the event lab?
Yes.
Yeah, I read up about it. Where it's basically just a tool set allowing people to make their own races, game modes, experiences, and just like GTA Online.
Yes.
But are they going to implement that into the actual playlist, or is that going to be segregated off again? On the blueprints that you forget about completely because no one's on it, and you can only play locally.
Yeah. But then, and another bit I think is quite oddly interesting, gift drops. Basically, a sort of like personalised barn finds. So like you can, you buy a car, you tune it how you want, and you can leave it hidden for some people to find on the map somewhere.
That just screams. Everyone's searching for a car and then go, oh look, it's the dick car.
Yeah.
Ben, why have you hidden the Trump car in Mexico?
Yeah. That'll be making an appearance. I hope that comes back as well, being able to transfer your old models into the new game. I'm sure that there will be, because you used to be able to do that with Forza 3 and 4, didn't you?
I think so.
I think that's normal across the board.
Made. Yeah. But I also know that they're bringing in convertibles.
Yeah, you can bring. I'm plucking memory out of my backside. Bringing in cars, yes, but it had a real problem with bringing in tunes.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know why. Because do you remember in Forza Horizon 3, I had that world-beating Lambo that literally could not be stopped, and then I couldn't get it back in 4 because it just couldn't transfer the tune across.
Right.
Don't know.
Yeah, so maybe that needs to be more refined, and maybe that needs to come back then.
But then, going back, there's like more customization option to like you got more body kits, rims, and all that kind of thousands. So it looks like probably the
clubs. Is that would that lean towards racing clubs again?
Possibly even like maybe, but then overhaul the UI and then character customization with a bit more diverse cast, and even you could have prosthetic limbs.
That's pretty cool.
Pronoun voices, so your character won't be a complete fucking mute going.
That's pretty cool, because that is more inclusive. It's the little touches like that.
Speaking of audio, they need to have more car engine audio noises.
Yes.
Because they were monotonous. They had like 4 different types in 4, and I was like, okay, so this Ferrari sounds the same as my Peugeot 306 that I managed to upgrade.
And put a V8 in.
Yeah. They just need to... Not every V8 sounds the same.
100% agree.
At least I don't think so, anyway.
No, I agree. And
I agree.
If we're going off that, radio stations. I don't think I'm completely out of line where I say they could update the radio station.
Yeah, one of the points made I saw on the Reddit thread on Forza Horizon, one of the points that they made was that to be able to integrate your Spotify onto the game, which would be really cool.
You could do something like that with groove music.
Who the fuck uses Groove?
That is a very good looking question, Ben, and I'd love to take it out to dinner and get to know it.
Yeah.
Who does use it? Because it's still like I think it was like 20 quid a month, something like that.
Fucking hell. I mean, I knew there was sort of a workaround. Like, if you put music into your OneDrive, you could sort of play like music through that without having to go through Groove Music and pay £20 a month, which sounds like the biggest rip-off in history. Even make any Yorkshireman go, my arse.
Spotify implementation would just be a slam dunk, but it's whether they would want to add that.
Yeah.
With Turn 10 being owned by Microsoft, would they happily put in Spotify, or would they put in a service that's owned by Microsoft? Answers on a postcard. Come on, it would make sense, or at the very least, update the fucking radio stations. I started turning them off after a while.
Yeah, as I say, I think
I just got tired of this because I tend to sometimes I flip between sort of 2, maybe 3 radio stations, and they were just all the same music. And there was about 8 songs, I think, on each station.
So yeah, I think about 8-ish songs.
6 to 8 songs on each station.
Yeah.
And it just got repetitive, and I just got bored.
Yeah. Needs more variety on those stations, I admit.
Yeah.
More variety on the stations, more variety in the car engines.
Yeah. So if we... any other points, or is that kind of... Have we reached the summit of this volcano?
I think we have... I think we covered all the points that we can cover.
As long as they capture the madness that is Horizon, because Horizon's meant to be... I'm going to use the Top Gear reference. Like Forza Motorsport is a pair of tights, and Horizon is a pair of stockings. Like, it's fun, it's out there, it's meant to capture and just break a little bit of the laws of physics. Let's be honest, because you can fucking go crazy and put all sorts in whatever cars that you can. And I hope they make that return. I really do, because I miss the madness of being able to drive my Volkswagen camper van 200 whatever miles an hour across open ground.
I remember that. Fucking hell.
Well, that's it. I mean, what I miss from Forza Horizon 2 is the road trip feel. Like, road trip feel with your mates. That's been lost it was losing over 3 and it's vanished with 4. And that was the best part.
Yeah.
Ben, you didn't play Horizon 2, did you?
No.
It had, because it was set over Europe, wasn't it? Not just
France and sort of the south of France and Italy.
So basically, they would have each place would have like a festival site. So there would be in like the south of France, and there'll be another one in let's say Nice, yeah. And you would do a couple races, and then they'll go, oh, we're packing up now. Let's go to the next Horizon site, and they'll have you just doing a point to point to this new Horizon site, and you'll be racing alongside, I would say, about 100 odd AI cars, all different AI cars, all different classes. So you'll be bombing past some cars, other cars will be bombing past you, and it had a real road trip feel, and it felt amazing. And it's been lost, and that's what I would really want to see back.
Alright, good. Yeah, no, so that sounds pretty damn.
Proper Gumball run.
Yeah. Gumball 3000, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you get me.
But let's conclude that here. If you've missed anything... No, if we've missed anything, not you, we.
If you've missed anything, then you should just listen to this whole shit again.
If you've missed anything, watch it back and really
pay
attention.
Back your fucking ears.
Yes, and I want the report on 9 p.m. on my desk, Jenkins.
No, if we've missed anything, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a like, share, and subscribe. It does help us out. We've got targets that we need to absolutely annihilate, and only your love will do it. I've been Darren. Once again, I've been joined here by Ben.
Wait, I've been Darren? What do you mean I've been Darren? I've been Darren, but I've also been others before.
No comment. I've been joined here by Ben, who's... Yeah, and by Matt.
Hello.
We'll see you lovely little juicy lot, in the next one. Toodles.
Bonjour.
That's hello.